Hey YouTube, it's your girl Mimi, and I want to come to you to talk about a product that I sell. This particular product has various names. On my website, they are referenced as pleasure balls. On other sex toy sites, you may find them as cable balls or as Benoit balls. Let me show you. They come in this velvet pouch, and they are. This is it. They are small golden balls. In some cases, you may find them in silver, but typically, oops, typically when you find them, you'll find them in gold. And I'm going to put them back in the. I think of them as they look like mini stress balls. They're not, but that's what they look like. And so the question would be, how do I use them? Well, what you would do would before trying to use these, what I recommend is when you have to go and pee, go in the bathroom, and then when you start to go midstream, stop. And that will help you to identify the PC muscle and how to use it or how to contract it. So after you've done that, I would recommend that you go ahead and you take these balls, and they're so easy. You just insert them. And once you get them in, you can choose to use one or to use them both. Once you get them in, you want to contract that PC muscle. Again, as if you were going to the bathroom, you want to tighten it for 3 seconds, then release for 3 seconds, then tighten it again for 3 seconds and release again. So you want to repeat that at least 10 times. Now be really careful, because when you release, these balls are subject to fall out because they're not light. They're pretty heavy. Even though they're really small, they're pretty heavy. So with that being said, I do have notes here because I don't want to stray too far. With that being said, why would I use these balls? Because they will help with the female reproductive system. So we want to make sure we have a healthy system, because a healthy system means that when you strengthen your the vaginal area, that helps with urinary stress, constipation, pelvic organ prolapse, as well as sexual dysfunction. So why not? And so that again, with that bit of information, I highly recommend you go and get some and you try them out. I mean, what do you have to lose? But what do you have to gain? You have the potential of gaining strength in that area. And I don't know, as you get a little bit older, in your 40s or so, I don't really know for certain, but you start to have leakage. And here's how you prevent that: you just strengthen those pelvic walls so that you don't have to have that leakage. Um, and I think I've already explained how to use it and why to use it. But that is like more on the medical side. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not at all claiming to be a doctor nor a nurse. I'm just telling you the information that I have that's been beneficial to the people who have purchased from me. On the pleasure side, when you insert them, if you insert it for pleasure, not necessarily for strengthening that muscle, when you insert them for pleasure, just moving around gives it a sensation, a pleasurable sensation that women tend to enjoy. It can also be used during sex. Yes, it can be used during sex. Because at first I was like, really? But yeah, what I found is that it offers sexual pleasure to both the woman, the female, as well as her male partner. If you are using a vibrator, yeah. That's all I can say is, yeah, it will also heighten the sexual experience. Um, okay, you have them in. Now, how do you get them out? I promise you, it's just as easy as when you put it in. So, relax those muscles. If you relax slowly, it will come out. It'll slide out, and you'll feel it. I mean, it's a different kind of feeling. It's not uncomfortable or anything like that. It'll just slide out on its own. Um, if you've tightened those muscles and you got it so strong down there that it just doesn't fall out, cough. It doesn't have to be like this big old whooping cough, but just cough and it'll just come right out. I promise you. Nothing to worry about. What I do want to say is, while you can insert them vaginally, you cannot insert them anally, because What can happen is it could travel up the colon, and then you have a problem that I can't help you with. So I'm telling you that anal insertion is absolute no-no. Okay? So I think I've given you all the information you need. You know how to get them in, you know how to get them out, you know how to enjoy them. Bye, guys.